Hey everyone, my name's Liam. I posted a video a couple of months ago on Facebook about my favourite horror films I own on VHS. So I thought today I'd show you my favourite horror films I own on Laserdisc. Now what Laserdisc is something that came before the advent of DVD and VCD. I don't know if anyone remembers video on a CD-ROM, but that used to be popular in the 90s. Now Laserdisc started, I believe, sometime in the 80s, and it was huge in Japan. In fact, what a Laserdisc is, which I'll explain right now, think of a vinyl, think of a CD vinyl, and pretty much halfway through the film you'd have to flip it over, unless you had an advanced Laserdisc machine that flipped it over for you. Now, the best thing about Laserdiscs at the time is that they didn't degrade in quality like VHS did, and the sound was, I believe the sound is even better than DVDs because it's not digitally compressed. So now, over in the UK, Laserdisc didn't really last long. I believe that they came out in the mid-90s and died out in the late 90s when DVD came about. But the first Laserdisc I ever owned was Scream, which I wouldn't say is one of my favourite horror films, but looking back, it's a lot better than a lot of the other teen horror that came out at that time, like I Know What You Did Last Summer, and well, Urban Legend was okay, I guess, but this is probably the best of them all. Now, this is a standard Laserdisc, I believe it's 12 inches, and as you can see, a lot different from VHS or DVD with the size of the thing. Now, I'll just take out of the sleeve right here. It would come in a protected sleeve, and without marking it, yes, this is a standard Laserdisc, and then halfway through the film, you'd have to flip it over, and then watch the other half. Oh, you can see my laptop there. Okay, well, I look. So let me just put that back in. So this was the first Laserdisc I ever owned. I believe back in 1997 I got that. That Scream. From Dusk Till Dawn. Now, I've not seen this film in years. In fact, probably the last time I watched this film was on Laserdisc. From what I remember, I kind of liked it. Maybe I should pop it in sometime and see if it holds up. Now, I'm guessing watching a Laserdisc on a 46-inch TV wouldn't really have the same effect as it would do on my old 18-inch when I was a kid. But might have to pop that in sometime and see how that fares. The third Laserdisc I ever got was Halloween H2O. Now, this film was the first movie I actually saw in the cinemas when I was, well, first 18 film I actually saw in the cinema, should I say, when I was 14 years old. I don't know how the hell I got in. I just dressed smart, and I didn't even sweet-talk my way in the cinema. But yeah, this was the first 18 film I saw. Again, not seen this in years. From what I remember, it's very much like the teen horror that came out at the time. I believe it's also written by Kevin Williamson, that's famous for writing the Scream franchise, well, the first two Scream films, and the Dawson's Creek show, which I guess, cements the teen element of that time. But I remember it not being such a bad film. I actually like Halloween Resurrection that came after this, the one with Busta Rhymes. That gets hated on a lot, I don't understand why, but yeah, that's Halloween H2O Laserdisc. Now, this is a Laserdisc from America. This is from a company called Full Moon. Now, this is Lurking Fear. This is Charles Band's studio, the guy that's famous for a million Puppet Master movies. Lurking Fear is a really, really cool H.P. Lovecraft tale. It also stars Jeffrey Combs, who is famous from Reanimator, for example. And let's have a look at the back over here. Very nice artwork, the Full Moon Laserdisc. It's very, very nice. These go for quite a pretty penny on eBay as well. I mean, anything for around, what, $80 or so? So that's Lurking Fear. This is one of my favourite sequels. This is Puppet Master 4. Now, the first time I actually saw this film, or even knew the existence, I was 11 years old in Florida, and we went to Disneyland Universal Studios the first week, and then the second week we stayed on International Drive, and we actually had a villa. And we had a video player there, and they had a local independent video shop, and it was like heaven. I mean, they had Leprechaun 3, which I didn't even know they made a Leprechaun 3. And then I saw Puppet Master 4, Puppet Master 5, it's like, wow! And obviously, because I lived in the UK, those films never got distribution, because the first couple of films didn't fare so well. But Puppet Master 4 is definitely one of my favourite horror sequels. Again, I'll just take out the Laserdisc just so you can see what we were working with here back in the 90s. like I say, it's kind of cool to collect. I don't think they're as collectible as vinyl, but I'd like to start off a trend. But yeah, these full moon lasers, they go for like $80, $100 on eBay, quite expensive. But they're cool collector's item to have, especially since Paramount owns the rights to the full moon films that Charlie Band illegally puts out by himself. But Puppet Master 4. One of my favourite films of all time. This is Child's Play 3. Now, Child's Play 3 made headlines in the UK back in 1993, being a scapegoat for the James Bulger murders. Now, this is directed by Jack Bender. I think this was actually shot in 1991. But to me, this is one of the better Chucky films. I think Child's Play is a great franchise regardless. But yeah, Child's Play 3. Here we got here Puppet Master 5. One of my favourite sequels. This is Puppet Master 3, Toulon's Revenge. This is still in its wrapper. Lovely artwork, lovely artwork. And now this, again, very underrated sequel. This is Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 3. Now, what's so good about this Laserdisc is that it actually contains an audio commentary that isn't actually on the DVD re-release that came out in 2003. It also contains deleted scenes, storyboards, and behind-the-scenes photos. So I guess this is obviously before the advent of DVD that Laserdisc also did have special features, and the sound is so much better because it's not digitally compressed. But again, let me just show you. Voila, look at that. They don't make them like they used to. Lovely. Okay. Only a couple more left right now. Like I said, I just thought I'd show you a few of them, just so then you've got an idea of what Laserdiscs were. But in the UK, they used to retail for around £25. Pretty much what the price of DVD used to be in the late 90s when that first ever came out. This is Child's Play. Again, probably my favourite horror film of all time, along with Basket Case. And then what we have here is Child's Play 2. Now these are American Laserdiscs because these were never released over in this country, at least on Laserdisc. And not on sale through video until the late 90s, but lovely artwork. So yeah, there are a few of my Laserdiscs that I thought I'd show. I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I'll probably start doing a monthly video of like new DVDs and Blu-rays and VHS I actually buy. And well, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. Bye bye.